Going on, Hoops fans? Your boy Brian here with another edition of Hoops Haven TV. Hope you guys are having a great week. We have a very special episode for you guys. Now, every sport has its trailblazers, guys that have revolutionized and evolved the sport to a whole new level. On today's episode, we're going to be looking at the top 8 most iconic players in NBA history. Now, if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Now, let's get into it. Up first, Wilt Chamberlain. You know we had to start the list off with the man who scored 100 points in a single game. While this is the record that he's most known for, Wilt has some other records that will never be duplicated again. Wilt snatched 55 rebounds in a game, not to mention he once averaged 50.4 points a game in an NBA season. Wilt was a cheat code the second he stepped foot in the NBA. As a rookie, he averaged 37.6 points and 27 rebounds a game. Over the course of his career, he averaged 30 points and 22 rebounds a game. Those are video game numbers. Wilt had a lethal combination of talent, athleticism, strength, and size the league hadn't seen before. As a result of his dominance, the NBA had to rewrite the rulebook to allow other players to have a fighting chance against Wilt. From his untouchable records to forcing the league to change major aspects of the rulebook, Wilt's impact on the NBA was as large as his physical stature. Up next, Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk is perhaps the greatest European player in NBA history. Dirk left quite a mark on the NBA and basketball as a whole. For instance, he was key in the NBA's global outreach and growth. Having a superstar of his caliber from Europe made the league more marketable in that market, not to mention Dirk's individual success showed European players that they too can find success in the NBA and weren't just limited to playing in the EuroLeague. On top of his global impact, he was also a unicorn on the court. He was a 7-footer with a smooth J, at that time where most players at his size couldn't even shoot. Dirk introduced the league to the concept of stretch 4 and 5. He showed everyone the value of a big man who can step out and stretch the floor from 3. This opens up the floor for the rest of the offense and puts stress on the defense. LeBron James. LeBron can easily make an appearance on this list due to his stellar play. However, there's more to his story. Straight out of high school, he dominated the league as soon as he arrived, winning Rookie of the Year and dismantling the Pistons on his way to the finals in only his second playoff run. After taking the league by storm, he had the world in a frenzy with a decision. By leaving the Cavs for the Heat, he showed NBA players the amount of power they truly have. It didn't matter that Cleveland drafted him. He made the best decision for himself, forming a super team in Miami and winning 2 chips there. From that point on, players would use free agency and trades in order to leave bad situations and form super teams. Steph Curry. As simple as the concept may seem, Steph demonstrated why 3 points being more than 2 points is so important. Curry's 2012-2013 season is what put the league on notice. It was a glimpse of big things to come from him, his team, and the NBA as a whole. He took 7.7 3-point shots a game that season and was the only player to do so. Fast forward to 2024, we have 19 players averaging at least 7 attempts a game from the 3-point line. Curry's 3-point shooting was the foundation of the Warriors dynasty and led a complete shift in how the game is played. Teams had a hard time keeping up with the Warriors trading 2s for 3s. The Warriors showed the value in the 3-point shot. Curry proved that you didn't have to be freakishly athletic to dominate the league and is an inspiration behind many up-and-coming players around the league. Julius Erving. The NBA and ABA merged in 1976. Dr. J was instrumental in bringing the style to the NBA that elevated the league to the next level. His flashy play was a significant change from how the game was typically played in that era. Dr. J is one of the greatest dunkers of all time. He captivated audiences by soaring through the air and making jaw-dropping dunks and layups. He's credited for being the inspiration behind the next generation of superstars to join the league, such as Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins. He provided the NBA with the cool factor. His style and above-the-rim play was what fans wanted to see. Dr. J was much more than an exciting act to watch. Dr. J scored over 30,000 points in his career, grabbed over 10,000 rebounds, made over 5,000 assists, 2,000 steals, and 2,000 blocks. Additionally, he was a 16-time All-Star, a 4-time MVP. Not only was his style iconic, but his game was too. Magic Johnson. In terms of carrying the NBA to its current form that we know and love today, there's no one that played a more intricate role in that than Magic Johnson. Magic was the first thing from a traditional point guard in the NBA at the time. He was 6'9", could lead the fast break, post up, you name it. The architect of the Showtime Lakers became the face of the league, winning 5 championships while saving the NBA from bankruptcy. In addition to his unique size as a ball handler, he's arguably the greatest passer this game has ever seen. His passing was unbelievable, oftentimes leaving fans speechless. He's the reason why guys like LeBron and Ben Simmons are handling the rock at their size. Michael Jordan. MJ belongs on this list for more reasons than simply being the greatest player of all time. Everyone knows of his astounding accomplishments, which include 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs, 10 scoring titles, and 5 league MVPs. However, what he did off the court may be more revolutionary than what he did on the court. MJ capitalized off of his fame by playing basketball in a whole new way. He demonstrated how athletes had the ability to leverage their playing careers to launch their own personal brands. Air Jordan and the Jordan brand are some of the most globally renowned brands in history. The Jumpman logo is just as recognizable as any brand in the world. MJ changed the shoe industry and is the reason why young players today are able to sign these massive shoe deals. Allen Iverson, the pound for pound GOAT. AI was 6 feet tall and only weighed 165 pounds. AI didn't let his size stop him as he became one of the most dominant scorers the game has ever seen. AI was fearless on the court and he had the heart of a lion. With insane quickness and a killer crossover, he was impossible to guard. The way he hesitated and changed speed with his crossover was a game changer. Most players had never used that before and picked it up from watching Iverson. He also had a major impact off the court, inspiring young generations to get braids, a swaggy drip, and change. Some didn't like his influence, and the NBA enforced the dress code because of him. As you look around the league, AI is the reason why so many players rock headbands, sleeves, and tattoos. AI completely shifted the culture in the NBA.